Right then, so we're going to talk about 10 years if you lie about where you travelled from. Do you know what that's about?
No, I've seen the headline this week, but haven't read it. So I'm going to let you...
Do you know anything about the new border controls that come in from Monday?
I don't.
Well, they're doing what I think they should have done in March fucking last year, which is practically close the borders properly from Monday. But they're not closing them, they're just making it so that when you come in from a list of 33 countries, I think, you have to quarantine in a quarantine hotel.
Do you have to pay for this hotel yourself?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. And it's for 10 days.
What if you come in with a negative COVID test?
There are.
You have to go into quarantine still?
You have to go into quarantine no matter what. If you come in, it's only this list, they call it the red list, I think, with 33 countries on it.
Oh, I see.
If you come in from one of them, then you have to go into a quarantine hotel for 10 nights, which you pay for, and it costs £1,740 per head.
Oh, God.
And people before, I think, were getting round rules like that by basically flying into a different country and then flying from there to the UK.
Oh, I see.
And then lying about where they've been.
Right.
To get around this quarantine thing, so they wouldn't have to. So what they're doing there is, they said, anyone caught doing that will get 10 years in prison.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're a year into lockdown and everyone's pissed off. So, it's got to be taken seriously, hasn't it? But on the face of it, you're looking 10 years. There's people out there that have had 8 years for murder. Do you know what I mean? Is it murder then? If you're bringing COVID in and you're passing it on?
Well, how many people did that person murder that got 8 years?
Well, probably one person.
So what if someone comes in and lies about where they've been and have been to South Africa and they've got a new variant on them that the vaccines won't touch, and they come into the country and start this new variant around the country that starts killing people again by 1,000 odd a day, and we go into lockdown for another 6 months, killing businesses for another 6 months.
That's it, ain't it?
One person who lied.
So when you think of it like that, you think, do you know what? Yeah, 10 years. But
is 10 years enough then if you look at it like that? If you get 8 years for murdering one person...
Well, you don't get 8 years. I was just saying there are some instances where people have got...
Yeah. But even less, I think, sometimes, depending.
Yeah, some people have had some barbaric sentences over the crime they've committed.
People a day for 6 months.
These people intentionally go out to murder people, though, don't they? That end up with the lesser sentences than someone that's just coming over and could potentially not have it at the end of the day. I don't see why people can't just come in with a negative COVID test and tell them that wherever they're going to, they've got to self-isolate with that bubble for 14 days before you're even allowed out. I'm thinking about a friend of mine.
That £1,700 as well. I think a lot of people are saying that's the most expensive hotel room ever.
That is ridiculous, but then
it's not just a hotel, right? Because to get the hotel room, they're not allowed to mingle with other guests, obviously.
Right. So they're just getting food brought to the door.
But they've also got security there to make sure none of them try and escape the quarantine.
Oh my God.
I think there's extra police involved as well. Because
what if they've got a minibar? They've got a minibar.
They get the transport from the airport to the hotel. So all that is included in the price, if you like. But here's the other one.
Have they got pools and gyms? Can you go in them?
I don't think
saunas.
So, oh. They're probably shitty little B&Bs and that, isn't it? It's all gone tits up anyway, because the website to book these hotel rooms if you're travelling
Oh, did it it went down, didn't it?
Instantly fell on its arse and hasn't been up since.
Oh, God. Why did it fall on its arse, though? Surely there wasn't an influx in customers trying to book hotels, was there?
There has to have been, yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's 20,000 people still coming to the UK every day at the moment.
Oh, Jesus. Well, that's ridiculous doing that. Although the hotel business will boom, won't it?
The idea
Jesus.
is to put people off travelling, so there's less than
right, I
20,000
see.
coming in a day. They don't really want to just give 20,000 people a day, 10 days quarantine. They want them to stop travelling.
I nearly said before, I have a friend of mine that is obviously in a similar situation, waiting for somebody to come over from overseas, and has been umming and ahhing about when they should and shouldn't. I don't think where they're travelling from is on that list. So hopefully it won't affect
It could
them.
change at any time.
And this
What the list
person
is
has a
doing-
negative COVID test.
What the list is all about is to stop any variations coming in that might, like, that vaccines might not be as good at combating, like the South African one.
Right.
Which is already fucking here because they closed the borders on Monday, not a year ago.
It's just, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said it's just all too late. It has all just been too late.
Every single thing.
Everything has
The only
been.
thing they've got right at the minute
Is the vaccine rollout? Yeah.
But if they're being dickheads about the vaccines, there's no point this whole country getting vaccinated if the rest of the world isn't.
No.
Because it ain't
Because-
going to change fuck all.
No, we'll all get vaccinated. They'll open up the borders again and.
I don't think they will, because if a new variant comes in before a vaccine's ready, then again it completely makes our vaccine pointless. That's why it's ridiculous watching all this vaccine nationalism that's going on, and us bragging about being the best country in the world at getting the vaccines. It's fucking pointless. Until everyone's got the vaccines, isn't it?
Yeah. I
You know
do
what I mean?
think that we're probably unfair to knock them too much with the whole vaccine thing. Well, I mean, it's still got to continue, hasn't it?
What?
Well, it's got to carry on. It's got to keep the pressure on
Vaccine?
with the amount of people that are being vaccinated.
Yeah, but I don't see why we're not. Instead of just ignoring the rest of the world and bragging about how good we're doing it, do you know what I mean? But what about them? Because the other end of the 10 years thing is people who are not well off at all. I'm just going to see their nan or their granddad who lives in a different country but is on the red list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to see him because it'd probably be the last time. And they're just about to scrape the money to get to see him. But can't do it now because they can't afford 1,700 quid to isolate after when they get back.
I mean, I really don't know what to say. Because part of me thinks, I don't know. I can't. If I had the funds to go and I was in that situation, I'd try my damnedest to make it happen. I don't know. Part of me wants to go, I'd go. But then I think, would I though? Do you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't. But that doesn't mean I'm heartless and don't care about. Do you know?
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I don't know. Unless you're in that situation, and depending on what the relationship is like, it's easy for me to sit here and say that, having no grandparents that are alive.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I sit here and think, well, don't be so stupid and stay. But some grandchildren are practically brought up by their grandparents, so...
But you see the point. The point is, they're the kind of people that are more likely to lie on the way back to get around that quarantine, that 1,700 quid.
Oh, right, I see what you're saying. And pick
So-
COVID up with grandma and granddad while they've
Yeah.
been visiting.
Rich
Well-
people, they're just going, oh yeah, we'll just pay the 1,700 quid, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I can have 10 days off work because I've
Yeah.
got 100 grand in the bank, it's fine. So really it's affecting poor people way more than it is rich people.
That's always going to be the case with everything.
Yeah.
The poor keep getting poorer and the rich keep getting richer is a fact.
Well, yeah. Can't go on forever though, can it? At what point does that stop?
It does continue to go.
So, do you agree with the 10 years now?
Well, no, I don't know.
I do.
You do?
I think give them fucking 40 and throw them in the bin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, do you know what? Stone them. Give them
I'm serious. Stay at home, everyone, for God's sake.